Evening, people. Evening. Welcome back to Friday Nights with ESR, Adult Sim Racing. I am covering for Malcolm tonight on the BTCC. He's taking my place in the Mazda MX-5 this evening. So yeah, a bit of a trial. It's nothing permanent. So it's just a bit of a trial, bit of a test out, see how I get on. Obviously in Tier 1, the top tier in Elder Sim Racing. Obviously the ESR at the moment. We've got Tier 1, 2 and 3. The bottom tier is obviously the Mazda MX-5. There's a lot of new drivers entering into that league. Porsche Caymans is Tier 2, but I'll go for that in a minute. And the BTCC is actually Tier 1, so it's obviously where the top boys are. The fastest racers in the ESR. Obviously we've got quite a few members, but not everyone has obviously joined into leagues at the moment. But yeah, obviously time will tell. This evening obviously we're at Sardegna A. Very tricky track. In certain places it can become very narrow. On board we're obviously watching Will at the moment. He's obviously going on to his next lap, but we've got a few drivers in there as well. I'll go for that in a moment or two. But in regards to obviously the cars themselves, they're GR3 spec, all different manufacturers. You can see obviously Will there in the Atenza. Obviously we've got the Lexus as well. That's Pineapple Head, that's Tom Holland. They've got Hattalad as well. I think he's in Subaru Impreza. James Stevens as well. Moz is in a Lexus as well. Yeah, all different manufacturers obviously in this this league, but I'll go through the obviously simple rules and whatnot, and yeah, so you get an idea of what I'm going on about. Obviously in relation to obviously penalties, if you pick up a penalty in this obviously around this track, any point at this track, you've got to lose it on the start finish straight, ideally before your next lap. That's all you need to know in regards to penalties. Don't, obviously if you get a penalty and you run it onto an extra lap and you got the penalty the previous lap, you need to obviously you're going to get awarded a penalty against you. Obviously the steward's discretion, you know, obviously, but it's final. But yeah, ideally before the next lap, you know, it saves all the hassle then and whatnot. But yeah, obviously like I said, I'm covering obviously for Malcolm tonight. He's obviously #1 commentator for ESR, but I thought I'll just give it a go, you know. So yeah, obviously he's covering for me in the Mazda MX-5. But back to that. BTCC is sponsored by Shaolin Motorsport. Yeah, they have done for the past couple of seasons now. I'm currently watching Will RS. That's Will Sutters. He's currently 2-time BTCC champion of ESR. Obviously won, I think it's the first season of this was done with a different group, I think SBR, something like that. But yeah, can anyone stop him this season? Like I said, sponsored by Shaolin Motorsport. Porsche Caymans, obviously on channel #1. That's with Andy Hopley, that's Hoppers, obviously the host that loves the Caymans, you know, absolutely loves them. So that's on ESR's channel, obviously YouTube channel 1, and that's sponsored by BTCC Blueprints, and my own league, what obviously I run, but obviously not tonight, because I'm in here, obviously doing commentary on these fellas. But yeah, that is sponsored by Hoppers Motorsport Vlogs, the MX-5 league. That will be streamed on channel 1, obviously ESR's YouTube channel, channel 1. So yeah, keep an eye out for that as well. I mean, they're all a great watch, all 3 good leagues. The JTCC just finished with Elder Sim Racing, but that's a 3-week break for that, and then obviously then it'll kick off again in about 3 weeks' time. We have got the Peugeot League on a Tuesday, so check out that. I'm not sure if there's any spaces left or anything like that. I'm not sure about Will's, Mugen Honda's either. But best to check out. I think it was 14, so it may be 4, may not be 4. So yeah, obviously we've got the 3 leagues on a Friday, which obviously this is Tier 1, the top tier, BTCC, and then we've got Tier 2, Porsche Caymans, and then we've got Tier 3, the Mazda MX-5s. Obviously all leagues are on to round 2. We started up obviously last week, so yeah, it's a fresh start, you know. Let's see what these boys are made of. But in the meantime, obviously I'm ESR Idol 4, aka obviously Darren Baldwin. I sometimes do YouTube videos on my own channel, but I thought, you know, I've got to do it on Elder Sim Racing. It's ESR leagues, that's the least I could do, you know. Obviously I am representing the ESR, so it's the right thing to do. But in regards to sort of the race format and whatnot, it's 3 races per evening, so this is rounds 4, 5 and 6. In regards to tyre compound, it is you can run the super soft and you can run the medium. but you cannot run the racing soft. So you can, if you want to get the mediums out of the way, you just run it in the first race and just get them over and done with. Then you can run the racing super softs for the next 2 rounds. But yeah, it's their choice, you know. Fuel depletion as well, and I think that's, yeah, fuel depletion is ×3, so it's not massive, but it will have some effect. Tyre depletion as well, that's ×4. So they'll notice the wear after what, about 5-6 laps, depends how they treat the car, look after the tyres. You know, the mediums you can go quite far on them. The racing super soft, they'll wear more, but again, it's down to driver ability and how they manage their tyre wear. Some are different, we know that. But in regards to obviously the races, we've got 10-minute qualification at 7:45, 5 minutes earlier than normal. But yeah, 7:45 is qualification. We then go on to race 1, which is fastest first. And then we go on to a 5-minute break, and then race 2 we go on to reverse grid, so slowest first, fastest at the rear. That's a standing start as well. And then race 3 we have another 5-minute break, somewhere around there, and then we go on to race 3, which is actually a reverse grid, slowest first again, which is rolling start. Now I say this most times, like almost every week when the leagues are running, people say to you, hang on a minute, so you've got round, say like race 2, but that's slowest first, the reverse grid. But then you've got race 3, which is the final race of the evening, and they're like, well, that's meant to be reverse of what the previous race was. Yeah, I sometimes get confused, but it sounds difficult, but it's not. It's just how the rule book is, the ESR rule book, you know, that's overall, that overrides every single league within ESR. Yeah, but enough of that. Obviously, I've talked through the tyre compounds and obviously certain rules and whatnot. I wish Malcolm all the best in the MX-5. I don't want to, you know, obviously I wish him all the luck in there. I mean, it is a great fun watching them cars go around. But we're going to Will. I don't know if Will's out on track. I think he is. Yeah, he is. So I'll go for the drivers in a moment, just so you understand who I'm talking about. Like, hang on, Darren, who are you talking about? You're talking about him, but you know, what's his real name? I sometimes prefer using their PSNs, like their actual PlayStation names, but some viewers do like actually hearing their actual proper names, their real names, their birth names, if it were. But while I just get that up for the moment, I'll scroll through a couple of drivers, see how they're getting on. Obviously tier 1, everyone's flat out in this league. I was a part of it once, but obviously I backed out, retired early. But yeah, it's going to be a very interesting evening. Yeah, Malcolm, best of luck to you, mate. You'll have it back next week. You'll have your baby back next week, I promise you. No hard feelings. I just want to give it a go. You know, want to give it a go, and I do thank you for that. Much appreciated. So yeah, in regards to obviously the drivers themselves, I'll get that up now. Got a phone call for the minute, I don't know why. Right, exit that. We don't want to be hearing that at the moment. So in regards to obviously their drivers' names and who they are, obviously we're on William John Lane at the minute. Will RS, he's obviously, like I said, he is the reigning BTCC champion. I mean, can anyone stop him? He's won it twice. Can he win it 3 times? Who knows? You know, we're on round 2. There's a way to go yet. So yeah. In regards to obviously the drivers themselves, Will Sutters, he's currently in the Mazda Atenza, who are on board with now. Tom Holland, who's currently obviously placed second in the standings at the minute, obviously in the timing board, so I say actually in the lobby itself. Tom Holland, he's the Pineapple Head, he's driving the Lexus. We've got Hatalad, Ryan McVeigh, he's in the Subaru. And then we got Jason Grant, Bluefin. Let me just get him up. Let me just do it in this order. Bluefin, he is Jason Grant. I'll go back up quickly. Then we have got Moz, that's Gareth Morris. He is in the Lexus. He is, that's correct, Darren. Well done. James Stephen, that's obviously his name. He's a reigning Porsche Cayman champion. He's in the Subaru. Looks like WRX or something like that. Yes, that's correct. Slow Seamus, currently admin of MRC. He's in the what are you in there? Is that the Genesis, Hyundai Genesis? Yes, that's correct. Hyundai Genesis. William John Lane. He's currently in the. You are in I think you're in the Genesis as well by the looks of it. Yes, you are. Jerry Smiles, Jerry Dobbin. Currently moved up from the Porsche Cayman recently. In the Mazda Atenza as well. Different manufacturers on these cars, as I said. Ryan Edgecombe, he's in the Mitsubishi Lancia by the looks of it. Yes, he is, Mitsubishi Lancia. Yeah, he's in 11th at the minute. Nick the Hammer Games, the founder, the guy that runs everything in ESR, does absolutely everything. The guy's unreal. He does Sim Racer magazine weekly for the group, for everyone to look at, to read, you know, and it's just really impressive. That's Nick the Hammer Games, the founder, the creator of it all, basically. If it wasn't for Nick, we wouldn't be here now. That's all I gotta say. Sorry about that popping up in the top left. That shouldn't be happening. But yeah, shortly heading on to qualification. 3 rounds, 15 minutes each. So yeah, let's see what everyone's got. I'm quite looking forward to it. Thank you for the gentlemen for having me this evening. I won't let you down. I give it my all. I'll just currently check the messages in YouTube. We have got obviously big in. That's Mr. Andy White. He's not here yet. He should be here soon. Where's the real Osman? Where are you two, the real Osman? Craig Thomas. I don't think he's here yet either, is he? Or is he sat in the lobby? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's in the lobby there with Andy White as well. So we've got obviously them two as well, sat in the lobby. Like I said, so we've got obviously Andy White big in. He's in the Mitsubishi Lancia. And then we have got Craig Thomas. I think that's the Genesis as well. Hyundai Genesis. Is that correct? Yeah, I think that's correct. I think that's everyone covered there. Ben Smith, I'm not sure if he's going to make an appearance tonight, but we'll wait and see. He would be in the Lexus as well. I think that's the RCF 16, same as last season. But yeah, it's going to be very, 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 very interesting. I'm quite looking forward to this evening. Yeah, like I said, I'm ESR Idol 4, Darren Baldwin. Yeah, just get it underway. Get it underway. That's all I've got to say. Kim, if you're watching, good evening. How are you? But yeah, it's Fascinating Will, the Pineapple Head, Moz, James Stevens, Jason Grant, aka Bluefin, Will Sutters is currently sitting in first in the timing table, 148.13. Practice, just get used to the track, you know, the limits, where you can and can't go. You know, in some sections of this track it is quite narrow. I mean, let's go on board with Bluefin. Let's see. I think up around here, certain sections it can become narrow, then it will widen out, you know, and braking for this bit here as well is key. Just don't brake too late. If you brake too late, you'll be into that barrier over there. I do like coming out with little puns now and again. Yeah, so if I do come out with them, just ignore it, say Darren what you want about. That's just me. It's like being a bit cheery on stream. I'm a bit energetic as well. I do go a bit loud in certain places. If I see any battling commencing and it's coming close and it's just great racing, I just get ahead of myself. But this is what it's about, you know, just loud and, you know, exciting and whatnot. I see Jason Grant there just clip that barrier, not massively, but it was enough just to turn the car around. Moz, Gareth Morris, Mr. Rapid, likewise Will, likewise they all are. They're all in this tier for a reason, because they're fast. That's the truth, you know. Ryan Edgecombe as well, he's been in a few seasons. Yeah, Joe Smile, Joe Dobbin, used to be in the Caymans. Like I said, James Stevens as well, he was in the Caymans as well. Hatter lad, he'd be looking for that title this season, like others will as well, like Biggin, and he's been around as well. Some great battles with Biggin. Do miss them. Like I say, he's in the Alfa Romeo Mitsubishi Lancia there. Nick the Hammer Games, like I said, he's in his Subaru, his livery, what he's had. I think, did you have that last season as well? Yeah, I think he did the Volvo. So yeah, it's like BTCC replica. You know, that's what it is, you know, back in the day, you know, in the 90s and that. Just having the old replica style liveries on the car. We've got the two friends there squeezing each other into the wall. Yeah, it started already. But yeah, Malcolm, if you're watching, good luck to you, mate. Good luck to you. Much respect, my man. Much respect. And let me just check the messages, see if anything's happening. Yeah, let's have a drink in a minute as well. You know, refresh my throat and whatnot like that. But yeah, it's get away, Nick. Get underway, Nick. But yeah, we've got obviously Will in the pits now. He's on the mediums, just trying them out. So that's what I mean. You know, drivers might start in the mediums. We'll just wait and see. We'll just wait and see what happens. Let me just check the messages, see what's actually happening around here. Anyone saying had to learn? Hi guys. Good luck, Daniel. Good luck. I had to lad. Evening. You okay? But yeah, fascinating. Malcolm. I don't know if he's actually live at the minute. We shall check. But like I said, Andy Hopley as well. Hoppers and the Caymans. Good luck to you as well. The best of luck to everyone in each league. Yes. So we've got obviously the Mazda MX-5 on channel number 1, Elder Sim Racing. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. Elder Sim Racing, aka ESR for short. Yeah, we set members all the time. We've got new ideas every day. Nick's constantly on the laptop flat out every day. We're currently on board with Will. Let's go out and have a look. See who's... We've still got these two, you know, with each other on the track. Would they ever separate? Pineapple Head's like, yes. He's like, I'm coming through whether you like it or not. I think he's part of a drift team. I'm not quite sure. But James Stevens like, yes, coming through, boys. Out the way. I'll just come through the middle. See if we can get Malcolm's free in the bed, as they like to say. You know, he likes that saying, and I'm not going to steal it tonight. I'm going to make some other word up, because that's Malcolm saying free in the bed or 4 in the bed. You know, it's funny. I used to laugh my head off when I heard that while racing. It used to put me off now and again. But yeah, obviously Andy Hopley as well. Hoppers on the Porsche Cayman on channel number 1. Check that out. But we are getting underway in 3 minutes time. While we're waiting for 3 minutes, I will get a quick drink and refresh my throat, and get ready for the qualification. Straight on to race 1. And yeah, it's yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, bear with me 1 minute, let's get a quick drink, get the keyboard up, and we shall be getting underway. Oh yeah, of course, we're in the top tier. What more do you want? We want epic racing, that's what we want. You know, epic, you know, absolutely top notch. You know, obviously, I know, obviously, the other 2 leagues, they're wicked as well. But yeah, it's, yeah, Elder Sim Racing is where it's at the minute. Friday nights in Elder Sim Racing is where it's at. Obviously, we've got the Mondays and that, but we've got 3 leagues running on a Friday. I mean, you do see that around, but not very often. So yeah, it's, yeah, fascinating. Let me get a quick drink, like I said, it's to the left of me. Bear with me, apologies. Right, I'm refreshed. Let's go. I'm fueled up at dinner earlier, so I'm ready. Let's just check if everything's working right on the keyboard, get everything working right, make sure it's all okay, make sure I can get everything, make sure I can change the camera view as well. I just pre-warn you, when I do look back on the keyboard, it flickers, I don't know why, as you see there, but I'll just do it quickly. And then it sticks to the rear, but if I do that, then it faces forward. Best of luck, everyone. We're about to kick off qualification for round number 4. Obviously, race number 4, round 2 of the BTCC, sponsored by Showlawn Motorsport. Normally commentated by, like I said, Malcolm Argyle, the host of the most. Yeah, it's, yeah, like I said to Malcolm, I appreciate it. Do appreciate it. You'll have your baby back next week, eh? I promise that. So yeah, off we go to qualification, 10 minutes. They've all got 10 minutes to prove what they got. Who will come out on top? Who will get P1? Who will get the perfect start, the P number 1 on the grid? Obviously you get 0.4 pole position and fastest lap. So every point matters in this league, likewise others. But obviously I'm commentating on this for the time being, for this evening. Thank you for having me, thank you for watching. So we got Moz, Gareth Moz, currently out on track. Andy White likes sitting in the pits for a couple of minutes, just let everyone go and he can do his own thing. I think William as well, William John Lane, he was sitting in the pits as well, he was. So as they do their fastest lap, it'll come up down the left, but obviously I'll keep on top of it myself as well. We're on board with, well, watching Moz, Jerry Smiles, William John Lane 1990, Bluefin, the Pineapple Head, Hatterlad, James Stevens, Jerry Dobbin, Jerry Smiles, Nick the Hammer Games, who runs everything, Moz, Ryan Edgecombe, Edgy in 9th, Will RS, current BTCC champion, William, John Lane in 10th, like I said, the real Osman in the 11th, nice to see you on track, my man, Slow Seamus in 12th, in a Hounded Genesis as well, I think, yes, that's correct, and then we've got the Mr. Andy White in the Mitsubishi Lancia to the rear. So we go quickly because the Pineapple Head now is coming around the last section of this track. It's quick right-hander, flat out as you can give. So we go on board with the Pineapple Head. Just get a bit of a taste for this lap on board. So on board with obviously Tom Holland, the Pineapple Head, heading along the start-finish straight, slight incline. And then we head to the first corner. It's best to go out wide and clip it. Nice, like he's done there, perfect. Straight onto that accelerator, straight on. Keep it in tight. Yeah, how he's doing, that's going to be quiet. We're still on board with Tom Holland just for a lap. Obviously, he's the lead runner at the minute. He is, so no one's behind. He's got quite a bit of a gap to second place at the minute, so we're quite comfortable. So he's heading around now. You see what, bit backhand doing that turn there. It's best to get it in really tight if you can, but who am I to say? I'm just commentating on these, and they're doing the racing. They're the experts. They know what they're doing. It's like kissing the barrier there, but that would affect his time by about half a second-ish around there. So as you can tell now, he's still got quite a way ahead of Bluefin, who's currently sitting in second, but he has got a group of cars behind him. Bluefin, let's go back to Bluefin. Let's go out of this mode for the moment. Let's go and watch the Pineapple Head for the minute. We're currently watching Pineapple Head in full view. Yeah, a bit backheady there, a bit drift mode, but he can handle that. I think it's part of a drift team or something like that, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, currently over halfway around this lap now, not long to go. This left-hander here, I think braking for this left-hander is key. You want to do it early as possible and clip that apex as much as you can, like he has done there. Perfect. Don't run too wide on that grass or hit that barrier, because it will swing the rear end out. He's currently heading down now to his fast right-hander to complete his first hot lap. So he's coming down now along the start-finish straight. What would he do? Will this be an epic lap? 39, just look around there, as he lost a bit of time. 1:43.206. On board we go with Bluefin. He has done a 1:41.695. Very nice. Ryan Edgecombe 1:41.851. The Hammer Games Nick, he has done 1:43.130. The Pineapple Head, like I said, he's 1:43.206. The Hatterlad, you haven't done nothing yet. William John Lane 1:42.239. The real Osman, he's currently sitting in second. He's done a 1:41.816. So lap times are coming in quite fast. The Hatterlad must have a bit of a moment, because it's 1:43.283. Then if we go Pineapple Head's in the pits as well. We've got Big In, who's currently in pole position, 1:41.080. Very nice lap indeed. We've got the William John Lane just gone off track there, just to get out the way at the minute. So we've got Edgy, he has done a 1:41.851. So Seamus, he has done a 1:41.923. William John Lane, he has done a 1:42.239. Nick the Hammer Games 1:43.130. The Pineapple Head, he obviously went into the pits. The Hatterlad 1:43.283. Jerry Smiles 1:45.369. And then we've got James Stevens at 1:51.357. They're just taking it easy at the minute. They're playing games. 1:45.224. And likewise Will as well. He's a lot quicker than this. So 1:48.046. So obviously 5 minutes left now, halfway through this qualification. Now it's time for people to start putting their foot down, or they may wait till and just do one lap. You know, one lap is all they probably need. But Big In Andy White, watching him at the minute with the Mitsubishi Lancia, currently fastest purple sector for him. Bluefin has done a 1:41.695. Hatterlad 1:41.044. Big In, what can he do? So we've got Jerry Smiles 1:41.973. Moz a 1:41.086. So times are coming in quite fast, to be honest with you. Will Osman currently changing his tyres, but he was on board with Biggin then. Biggin, he's coming down, he's just backing out of it. Fresh set of tyres for him. Will RS currently sitting in first position. I'm going to take off, obviously, I'm going to take off this here because I don't want all the info on. There we are. So Will RS currently fastest lap, 1:49.51, current reigning BTCC champion. Can he make it a hat trick, like triple? Or can he get 3 wins this evening? Only time will tell. So Hattalag currently sitting in second position. So yeah, it's very, very close, put it that way. From first, second, third and fourth, it's technically under a second between the top 9. First to ninth is absolutely was close. It's close. That's all I can say. But I mean, people might like to see obviously tyre wear as well. So I'll put tyre wear on for people as well. So you know we can see when they're gonna pit and whatnot. But I tend to have it off. But everyone, you know, they like seeing things differently. So Will RS at the minute still a purple sector. Tatalad in second. Biggin in third at the minute. Mars in fourth. Bluefin in fifth, Edgy in sixth. The real Osman, I don't think he's going to go out for another lap. Yeah, I think he's, yeah, maybe he is then. Maybe he's, maybe what a lap would do for him. Maybe that's what he's thinking. So we've got Slow Seamus as well. We've got Jerry Smile. We've got William. We've got James Stevens. We've got Hammer Games, Nick, the Pineapple Head. So at the front in a minute, still, Will, is he going faster? No, he's not. He's lost just under half a second there. So we've got Moz in second. 1:49.76. There's nothing between these here, you know. It's quite surprising, you know. It's half a second between first and fifth. I mean, Bluefin's not too far away, and we're Osman as well. He's going to go out for one final hot lap. Slow Seamus as well in 8th position, under a second. The times are so close. It's really, really interesting to see this. I'm very, very impressed. Will RS still currently leading. Someone's gone a bit wide there to a Slow Seamus, 1:41.786. Where's that put you? 7th position at the minute. Doing a very, very good job indeed. The real Osman, can he improve on his time? Can he get up to first, second or third? Can he close that margin? But, you know, it's not that wide at all. If you look at the timing markers, I mean, look, we've got between first and 13th. And I know it's 2.2 seconds, somewhere around there. But it ain't nothing really, to be honest with you. I mean, because time can be gained. Will, again, he's gone purple. Purple sector for him. Can he improve on his time? Will Moz improve on his time? Will Hattalan improve on their time? Will everyone improve on their time? Only time will tell. We have got just over a minute left of this session. And then we're straight on to race 1. Anything can go with race 1, you know, anything can happen. It's just a top tier. This is the British touring cars we're on about here. So we've got Moz, 1:42.01. He's currently in pole position in a minute. Will, can he capitalise on that? Can he do it on the final lap? Has he improved? No, he's lost time. It's gone quicker, but he's over half a second away from Moz in first position. We've got Hattalag currently sitting in third. We've got Biggin in fourth. This is now down to the wire. This is their final lap. Can anyone pull it out the bag? Can anyone stop Moz? William John Lane there, unfortunately, has had a bit of a moment, but during the race he should do well. He normally does. So we've got Moz currently sitting in pole position for this race. 1:42.01. Will, can he capitalise? Can he gain? Has he done the fastest sector? Purple sector? No, I can't quite tell. No, he's down. Moz has got the advantage at the minute. Biggin in third, 1:41.023. Can Hattalag pounce on for pole position? We've got 5 seconds left of this session. Anything is, anything can happen, you know, anything. So we've got people that have finished their laps, but let's go up to Moz and Will and Biggin and Hattalag and Edgy and Hammer Games and Bluefin. Yeah, it's Moz. He's flat out there. You can tell by the way the car's acting. James Stevens currently sitting in 11th position. He's currently the reigning Porsche Cayman champion. Obviously Gareth Morris was second and Osman was third. So Will, is he improving on his time? You can tell he's on edge there. He's really on edge. He just needs to perfect this corner flat out, straight on that throttle. I know he's got a bit of tyre wear, he's on a racing super softs, But can he gain? Can Moz improve on his lap? No, Moz currently in a minute is in pole position, but will get pole position. James Stevens at 141.397. Joey Smiles at 141.359. Hatala 148.99. Can Will improve? No, he can't. So your man on pole position for this race is Moz, Gareth Morris. In second is Will Sutters, Will RS. In third is Ryan McVeigh, the Hatter lad. Biggins in fourth, Jerry Smiles, James Stevens, Ryan Edgecombe, Nick Sargent, Jason Grant, Slow Seamus, and then we've got the real Osman as well, Gareth Morris, and obviously we've got William John Lane, and we've got Tom Holland bringing up the rear of the grid. So yeah, that, actually Biggins in third. He stole it from Hatterlad. So Biggins now is up to third position. He's pulled it out of the bag. Tom Holland, he's made it up to 12th position. He's gained a position there. But anything can happen in the race, you know. In the race, we know. You know, anything can happen in racing. But great qualification there by everyone. But your man on pole position, the man that gets that extra point, is Gareth Morris. Moz 1978 with 142.01. Will RS in second, 147.57. Big in Andy White on 140.861. The Hatter lad in fourth position. Biggin just stole it from him at the end there. There's not a lot in it at all. Qualification has ended. We now head on to race number 1, which is race number 4, round 2. They've done the first 3 races in the previous round. Who will get a perfect start? Nice and clean does it. We have got the red lights, then we have a slight pause, then we head for green lights, and then we get away. Will anyone jump Moz at the start? We will get a perfect start. We'll Biggin dive up through the middle and get the perfect start and get the lead into turn 1. Anything can happen. So Moz, the Lexus does get away off the line pretty good. Likewise the Atenza as well. Mitsubishi Lancer, I'm not quite sure, but slight pause, and then we are green. Then we are good to go. 6 laps of this track, Sardegna A, fictional track by GT Sport. Wow, Mars with a good start there. Biggin takes second off of Will down to third, but the Hatter lad's looking to the left of Will down to the first corner. When he get this move done? Let's just look at this camera for the minute. Will, someone's into the grab. Hatter lad's into the grab. What happened there? Let me have a look what happened there. Let me see if I can pick up the Hatter lad. What happened there? He had a bit of a moment there into the gravel. Where's he going on here? The Hatter lad, it's all going down. Hatter lad, I couldn't pick that up. Apologies for that. But James Stevens run wide. We've got Mostyn in the lead. We've got Ryan Edgecombe in second now. We've got Biggin in third. Will RS in fourth now. Can he make his way up? The Hammer Games in fifth. James Stevens in sixth. Bluefin in seventh. Joe Smiles in... Will Osman, sorry, in eighth. Well, it's all super around 8. Joe Smiles in 8th, Pineapple Head in 9th, and we got William John Lane in 10th. We've got a Hatterland now up to 11. He'll be looking to make his way free. So I couldn't pick that up. There's too much going on. We've got the Slow Seamus and we've got the rear Osman to the rear of the field, which is very unfortunate indeed. Moz still taking the lead, and it's all kicking off. It's we've got midfield pack here. Let's go on board with someone. We've got go on board with Biggin, with Will RS behind him. He's got the Hammer Games. Took him. Will, I think he's on the mediums there. He's going a bit slow. He's doing the right thing, using the slower tyre. Ryan there goes a bit wide. Will Biggin look down the left? He does. Moz is taking advantage of this because Moz is running away in the lead now. Moz is currently sitting in first position. Biggin now will be looking to get up to the back of obviously Moz in first position. Ryan Edgecombe now having a brilliant start as well. They're in the same cars, identical cars, but they're not teammates. Will RS will be looking to jump to the rear of Ryan Edgecombe. Can he get that done? James Stevens likewise as well. He's got the Hammer Games Nick behind him. Nick, the Hammer Games is totally on it this evening. He's looking to the right of obviously James Stevens. Yeah, Will RS is there. He's sitting to the rear. He's like, yes, I'm just going to sit here. Any of you do an error, I'm bouncing on through. Ryan Edgecombe now in second. Biggin in third. Biggin looking down the left. He makes that move done. Very nice move indeed. Will looking to capitalise now. He wants that third position off of obviously Ryan Edgecombe because you can see Moz getting away. Moz is getting away now. Moz has got 1.1 second lead over Biggin, who's in second position. But Will is there in the background behind the two Lanciers. We have got James Stevens in fifth. So there's battles between second, third and fourth. Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. And a group of cars here as well, but I've got to keep my eye on the front in a minute. So we've got William John Lane in 9th, we've got Hatalan in 10th, making his way up slowly. We've got Jerry Smiles in 11th, Slow Seamus in 12th, the real Osman in 13th. He'll be looking to get up there as quick as he can. But Mars, 1.2 second lead now. We've got Ryan Edgecombe in 2nd, we've got Biggin flashing his lights there, Edgy saying, come on, hurry up, put your foot down, put your foot down. We've got Will RS behind us, Will Sutters in 4th position. James Stevens falling back a bit, but he's still in front of the lead car. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, battling out. Nick the Hammer Games, he's there, he's on it tonight. He said to me earlier he does enjoy this track, and it's showing. We've got William John Lane, he's there as well. He's looking, he's like, yes, Hatalana, I can see you behind me, but you ain't coming through just yet. Moz! 1.2 second lead now over Biggin still. Biggin, he's made that move on to Edgy. Edgy wants that second position back off of Biggin, and he's looking to the right, he's pulled to the right. Will, I think he's on the medium tire by the looks of it. We've got Will RS, can he capitalise, can he gain? 3 laps in, 3 laps to go. Anything can happen. Moz, 1.3 second lead now. Let's quickly scroll down and see what's going on. We've got still 2nd and 3rd battling out, 2nd, 3rd battling out. Ryan Edgecombe, look down the right, no, he just pulls out a bit. Will he look around the left hander, he pulls to the right. Will he look to make the move? Will's sitting there, anyone makes an error, he's just coming on through, you know, he's coming on through. James Stevens currently in 5th, the Hammer Games in 6th, making their way out slowly, but behind we've got obviously Bluefin and the Pineapple Head, 7th, 8th battling out. We've got William John Lane as well in 9th, we've got Hatalan in 10th, he's slowly making his way up. Yeah, a bit of a moment at the start, got a bit heated, but he's slowly there. We've got Joey Smiles in 11th doing a good job as well. Slow Seamus in 12th, the real Osman. He's to the rear, but he'll be looking, if he stays here, he'll be starting at the front, obviously, for the second race. Obviously, we've got these two still battle out. We've got Edgy and Biggin side by side. Right, Edgy takes that second position again. But this is what I mean. Will's just sitting there. Will's like, you boys carry on, because any area you do, I'm coming on through. And he's just biding his time. I can tell, you know. I did do a season with Will, and yeah, Edgy goes a bit wide there, and Biggin will pounce on that as well. No, Will's just sitting behind. He'll probably look at the straight now, probably get past him straight. James Stevens currently in 5th, falling away now, but he's ran a bit deep, he's into the wall. Oh, lucky goes to there. So now let's put him down into 8th position. So we have got William John Lane now up to 5th. What happened to Nick the Hammer Games? Can I pick that up? What happened to Nick? I can't pick up. A bit too late. Apologies for that. Nick must have had an error there. He must have a bit of a moment. So apologies for missing that. But we've got Moz, 2 second lead now. He's putting that, you see what I mean? With these battling behind, Will RS now is in 3rd position. He has actually got that move done. Now he'll be looking to catch up to Moz, because you can see Moz just gone down that right hander. Biggin currently sitting in 2nd. Biggin will defend for all his might. Let's quickly go down. We've got Edgy now in 4th with Will RS in 3rd. We've got William John Lane in 5th. Hatalan in 6th. Look where he was. He's up to 6th now. He was at 12th. Obviously Nick the Hammer Games had a bit of a moment there, maybe coming together, or maybe it broke a bit too late, but I do apologise for missing that. Obviously Nick the Hammer Games now is in 12th. I think we have lost Jason Grant, which is a shame. So at the front, Moz has to put a foot wrong at the minute, 1.9 second lead over Biggin, who's in 2nd, but he has got the attention of Will behind. Will seems to put his foot down now, but Ryan Edgecombe is still there in 4th position, so he'll be looking to obviously protect his 2nd position, Biggin, and keep these two behind. William John Lane, he's currently sitting in 5th, doing a good job. Hatalan in 6th, Pineapple Head in 7th. James Stevens, the reigning Porsche Cayman champion, in 8th. Jerry Smiles in 9th. Slow Seamus in 10th, the real Osman in 11th, Nick the Hammer Games to the rear, which is very unfortunate indeed, in 12th position. Up we go, it's Gareth Morris, 1.8 second lead. Biggin to Will RS. Will RS, no, he's in the slipstream, is he gaining? But he's got to look out for Ryan Edgecombe behind in 4th position there. Let's go on board with Ryan Edgecombe. Let's see if he can get this move done. Will he look right? Will he jink left? Will he dive down the left? Just back out of it a little bit of a touch there to the rear of Will RS there. But Will RS now is to the back of obviously Biggin there. I mean, you can see Moz up ahead in 1st position. Will look to dive down the left. He does. He pulls to the left. No, he just backs out of it. Biggin runs a bit too deep there, so Will can capitalise on this. Will he sit behind? He just sit behind for the minute. Let's go out full car view, because Moz, lap number 5, 2 second lead now, with Biggin and Will still battling for 2nd and 3rd here. But we've still got Ryan Edgecombe in 4th, to Hatalan in 5th. We've got Pineapple Head in 6th. We've got William in 7th. James Stevens in 8th. Yeah, so as you can see to the rear, obviously got the real Osman and Jerry Smiles, 10th and 11th, but Nick the Hammer Games is to the rear. But in race number 2, who knows? But at the front, we've got Biggin and Will RS side by side there, side by side. Biggin just breaks a bit. He sticks at it though. I thought he broke too late then, ran a bit deep. But here we are, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, batting out. Let's go on board Ryan Edgecombe. Can he get this move done? You can see Will just has a bit of a back end there, but he keeps with it, which is very good car control indeed. Will he look down the left edge, Ryan Edgecombe? No, he just backs out of it. He'll be looking down his start finish straight now. Let's go out car view a minute. Bit back into there. Oh, just missed that barrier there. You were close, you were very close. Moz still in the lead of this race, 1.8 second lead. With these 3 battling behind, it's helping Moz pull away. So great battling so far. 2nd and 3rd, Biggin. Will want that 2nd position off of Biggin. He's looking, he wants it done. He pulls to the right, Will he get this move done? Biggin will protect. Let's go out this view. Let's see what happens. We've got Biggin in 2nd. He's protecting that entry there. We protect the exit as well, but Will wants that move done. But Moz still in the lead of this race. Let's go down quickly and see what's happening. So I know we've got cars battling. We've obviously got Pineapple Head. We've got Hatalad battling out 5th and 6th. I missed that move. But let's go up quickly because we've got Biggin versus Will RS for 2nd and 3rd. Ryan Edgecombe in 4th. Hatalad in 5th. Pineapple Head in 6th. Nick is very unfortunate because he was there. But now he's fallen right back now, which is very unfortunate indeed. Up we go. Moz ran a perfect race. Just taking it easy now towards the end. But he has got Biggin not too far behind in 1.7 seconds. We've got Biggin, obviously, like I said, in 2nd. Will RS in 3rd. Will wants that 2nd position off of Biggin. But then again, he might be happy with 3rd. But who knows? Ryan Edgecombe now is falling back a bit now. With Will, on board with Will. Can he get this done? Biggin there, bit slidey on the rear end there, but he kept with it, which is very good indeed. Moz currently leading this race. Not long to go now for this final lap of this race. 6 laps already gone so quick. See what I mean? You get excited in racing, and it's great to commentate on these gentlemen. It really is. Biggin in 2nd. We've got Will Ice in 3rd in a minute, but your winner of this race by the looks of it, as long as he doesn't get anything wrong. We've got Biggin 1.4 second lead. We've got Will RS. He will sit in the slipstream now. He'll look to get that 2nd position off of Biggin, but your winner for race 4, round 2, is Moz, Gareth Morris. Very well done indeed to you. Biggin in 2nd, great battling there. Will RS in 3rd. Ryan Edgecombe gave a brilliant show there in 4th. Hatalad made his way up. He's up to 5th position. He's sliding his way through. Stick it on down. We've got Pineapple Head, Tom Holland in 6th. We've got William in 7th. We've got, well done to you all, James Stevens in 8th. Well done. Slow Seamus in 9th. We've got the real Osman in 10th. Very well done indeed. Jerry Smiles in 11th. And unfortunately, Nick the Hammer Games. I didn't quite pick that up. I do apologise. I was concentrating on battles towards the front and a few midfield, but Nick the Hammer Games comes over the line in 12th position. That was your results of obviously race 1. We'll go for the final results for the table in a minute, but there you are. There's your race finishers there. But very well done to Gareth Morris indeed. Obviously we've got Biggin in 2nd and Will RS in 3rd. Ryan gave it a good show there. You know, he didn't give up. Obviously bit of a coming together at the start of the race, a bit of a moment there, people just getting out of people's way, but yeah, very well done indeed. We'll go for the final results now. The final results of this race. The final results were, in 1st position is Moz, Gareth Morris. 2nd is Andy White, Biggin. 3rd is Will RS, Will Sutters. 4th, Ryan Edgecombe, Edgy. Ryan McVeigh, the Hatalad in 5th. Tom Holland in 6th. William John Lane in 7th, James Stevens in 8th, Slow Seamus in 9th, The Real Osman in 10th, Jerry Smiles in 11th, Nick the Hammer Games in 12th, and Bluefin unfortunately retired from the race. But the fastest lap of that race was to Ryan Edgecombe, which was a 1:41.140. Really good race, really good race. I got a, you know, that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and I got to say, you know, for tier 1, you know, it just shows what it's all about. But fair play to all of them. Fair play to Moz. Fair play to obviously Will. He sat there. Ryan didn't give up. Biggin, you know, he done what he had to do. Just protect every apex, you know, and yeah, he held on to that 2nd position. But Will done a good job, obviously, getting that 3rd position off of Rerun. James Dean rerun. But yeah, brilliant showing by all. You know, it don't matter if you come first or last. You know, everyone gives it their all. Obviously, we changed the settings now, the lobby settings. But yeah, obviously check out our other YouTube channels as well. Obviously, we have got obviously the Porsche Caymans, sponsored by BTCC Blueprints. Yeah, sponsored by BTCC Blueprints. That's Porsche Caymans on channel number 1. And then we've got the MX-5s, sponsored by Hopper's Motorsport Vlogs on channel number 1 as well. That's currently being commentated by Malcolm. And Malcolm, I hope you're doing well, mate. I hope you're loving them cars. But I love this as well. Very exciting. Very exciting indeed. But well done. You know, this is what it's about. This is what ESR is about. You know, it's the racing. You know, and it's becoming a very family oriented group, if you get what I mean. You know, I mean, racers, they race each other week in, week out, and they know what they're about. You know, they know their racecraft. They know where the limits are with certain drivers. But yeah, obviously we've got Nick the Hammer Gaines. He'll look to pounce. Obviously he's in first for the second race because it's reverse grid, so it's slowest obviously first, and then the fastest at the rear. So Gareth Morris a bit at the rear. But yeah, obviously James Stevens, he'll be looking to capitalise as well. Will done a grand job, like I said. But we had Biggin, we had Will, we had Ryan Edgecombe battling it out. You know, second, third, and fourth for the final 2 podium spots, and it just goes to show, you know, the racing is brilliant in this league. Like they are in the Porsche Cayman. Don't get me wrong. I'm not just saying BTCC is where it's at. But obviously, from what I've seen this evening, obviously I've been away for a while, and it's really good racing. I'm very impressed. Yeah, check out the other leagues. That's all I got to say. You know, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna have a quick drink. While I have a quick drink, we'll go on board with William John Lane for the moment. We'll watch William John Lane. In the meantime, as I get a quick drink, and yeah, I'll be right back. Thank you. Yeah, so I've had my drink. Obviously not long to go now to the second race of the evening, which will be race number 5, round 2. We also have 3 races around. So the first round was races 1, 2 and 3, hence why I said race 4 we just had. So we head on to race 5. In the meantime, obviously, like I said, just check out the other channels if you can. Check out Facebook as well. But yeah, it's we go through the race results. Obviously, it's a reverse grid now. Race results, which is the lap chart. It doesn't really show a lot. It just shows their final positions and how they got on. I mean, during the race, it shows a lot more during the actual detailing of the race. But we can go through that on the final race of the evening. But some will have run their medium stint. Some may not have. But we'll just wait and see. Obviously, Nick the Hammer Games, like I said, he does a sim racer mag. Very interesting read indeed. If you're looking for racing, if you've got a controller or wheel sitting there and you've got nothing to do, just jump on to obviously Elder Sim Racing on Facebook, ESR, and jump in the lobby. I mean, there is some lobbies open for the week. You'll be more than welcome to join. So yeah, obviously I think we've got spaces in the Japanese Touring Car Championship on a Monday. The Peugeots, I'm not sure, on a Tuesday. I'll have to double check. The Hondas, the NSXs, I'm not quite sure. I think there may be not. I'll have to double check with Will, or you could say in chat. I don't know. But yeah, if you're interested, bit of racing, join up. I am looking at doing a Classic Touring Car Championship as well. I just let that out of the bag then. But yeah, I am looking at that. So keep an eye out for that as well. But yeah, obviously we're starting now. Race number 5 of round 2. So like I said, first 3 races are done race 4, we head on to race 5 now. Reverse grid, anything goes down, so the slowest at the front. But yeah, obviously Nick said best of luck guys, best of luck to you all. Let's see what you're about for this second race of the evening. Then we'll have another short break and we'll go on to the final race of the evening. And then Malcolm will be back next week. I hope I've done okay for the meantime. I like to impress. So if I'm not doing well, just say in chat, you know, just say, Darry, you're not doing well, and you know, a bit of feedback would be good. So I can't beat Malcolm, you know. Malcolm's the #1 commentator for ESR, and he knows what it's about. You know, we've learnt from him, and I appreciate it. But anyway, back to the race. Obviously, Bluefin's at the front now. We've got Hammer Games in second. Who will get a perfect start? Will get up to the front? Will Moz jump up to the front? Will the real Osman? Will Hattalad? Anyone? Jerry Smiles? James Stevens? Anyone's guess, you know. So we've got the Hammer Games. He didn't get away as good as I would have thought, but we've got Bluefin now in first position. Just take it a bit steady into this first turn, because the last race it got a little bit heated. We've got Slow Seamus to the rear of Bluefin there, and he's looking down to the left and hit the Hammer Games. So this is what I mean. We've got a group of cars all mixed together into one. I mean, like 8 into 1 doesn't go. I mean, we've got 4 wide there. We've got 4 wide, almost 5 wide there. Heading in 5 wide. Oh my God, is this all going down? Oh, don't let me lose my voice. I mean, they're still at it. Bluefin now. Like I said in the last race, the real Osman. Gareth Moz, he got away with everyone's battling away 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Moz got away, and he capitalised on that. But the Hattalad now up to 3rd position. Real Osman is 2nd, so he'll be looking to hopefully be on the podium for this race, if not the win, like they all will. But yeah, James Stevens and William John Lane side by side there. But we have got obviously the Pineapple Head lurking in the background as well. We're up to 7th now. The Hammer Games, Nick is down to 8th after that start. This is what I mean. The group of cars are heading into the first couple of corners. Everyone was a bit squishy, so had to back off and don't want to cause no collisions, nothing like that. We've got Edgy in 11th, Slow Seamus in 12th, and Big In, obviously, UK's second last race in 13th position. Up we go, we've got Bluefin in 3rd. Will Osman in 2nd. He's been harassed by Hattalad in 2nd position, 3rd position, sorry. So he's looking at 2nd position, the real Osman. He has got William John Lane behind in 4th position. Bluefin now will be looking to pull away. So we go back to obviously William John Lane, who's in 4th position. We've got James Stevens in 5th. He'll be looking to capitalise as well, but he has got a reigning BTCC champion Will RS on his right. Will be looking down the right. Will he make this move stick? Will James defend the apex? He will. He makes bit of a moment there from Will. Let's go back and have a look at that. I think a slight touch, nothing meaningful, I don't think. So on board with Will RS. He's looking to the right. He looks to the right. James Stevens still there to his left, as you can see in his rearview mirror. Just touch that curb. Nothing untoward there. Just unfortunately touch that curb. Got the front wheel onto that curb and it just spun him out. Bluefin currently sitting in 1st position. Hattalad in 2nd. Let's go out car view. That's a better view. So we've got 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and we got James Stevens lurking in the background there. This is what I mean. Any errors? We've got side by side there. 2nd and 3rd side by side. Well, how did I get the jump onto William there? Bluefin is still in 1st position. Bluefin just runs a little bit too deep. William's looking to capitalise now for that 1st position. Will he get it done? He's looking. No. Bluefin's still there. Jason Grant's still in 1st position, but we've got William in 2nd. We've got the real Osman in 3rd. He's looking to pounce, you know. He wants a podium here in this race. Hattalad is falling down to 4th now. We've got James Stevens in 5th. It's all going off here. Had the Hattalad and William and the real Osman and James Stevens now. Looking to the left of William for 4th position. Does he make it stick? No, he don't. He just backs out of it. But again, we've got a Pineapple Head. We've got Moz. And we've got the Hammer Games there as well. You know, the battles are kicking off everywhere. At the front we go. So we've got Jason Grant pulling away slightly. Half a second lead over the real Osman. But the real Osman's looking for the win in this race, by the looks of it. But anything can happen. The Hattalad in 3rd. William John Lane in 4th. Different race to this race. Bluefin just breaks a bit too late and he's into the gravel. Oh mate, I had the lead of that race there. Let's have a look at that again quickly on board. He's heading down the start finish. And I just think he just outbrakes himself, because obviously the real Osman's behind pressuring him, and he just brakes a bit too late. Yeah, way too late after the 50 marker board. That's very unfortunate there indeed, because up we go. So we've obviously got the real Osman in 1st position, Hattalad in 2nd now. So the real Osman and Hattalad be back out 1st position now. We've got William John Lane in 3rd. We've got James Stevens in 4th. Gareth Moz, the winner from the previous round, in 5th. We've got the Pineapple Head in 6th. We've got Jerry Smiles in 7th, harassing obviously the Pineapple Head. Tom Holland in 6th position. Joe Dobbin in 7th. He wants that 6th position. Bluefin in 8th. Nick the Hammer Games battling away with obviously Bluefin. These two side by side. Will Hammer Games getting the move done? No, he just backs out of it. Ryan Edgecombe in 10th. And we've got Slow Seamus in 11th. Biggin in 12th. And Will, obviously after his moment, in 13th position. Sorry about that, a bit of hiccups. Real Osman in the lead. We've got Hattalad in 2nd. We've got William. We've got James Stevens looking down the left. Really getting the move done. Bit of a tap there to the rear of William John Lane. Nothing meaningful. Robin's racing, as they say. Hattalad in 1st position now. He's got ahead of the Real Osman, but the Real Osman will sit in the slipstream here. He's sitting in the slipstream, really getting the move done. Let's go on board and quickly and have a look. So he's pulling to the right. The Hattalad gets the overspeed there. Because at the back we've got James Stevens and William John Lane back out 3rd and 4th. We've got Moz in 5th now. With these lot battling, it's enabling 5th, 6th and 7th to come to the rear of obviously 4th position. And it is happening, as you can see there. So at the front, obviously we've got Hattalad and the Real Osman battling out. Lap 4 of 7. So James Stevens in 3rd. He makes that move down onto William John Lane there, but he's looking at 2nd position man, which is Real Osman. William John Lane in 4th. We've got Moz in 5th. This is what I mean. With these cars battling that out, it's enabling Moz to gain to the rear of William, who's in 4th position. Pineapple Head, Tom, he's currently sitting in 6th. We've got Jerry Smiles in 7th. He's looking to capitalise as well. We've got Bluefin in 8th. Net the Hammer Games, he must be, by the looks of it, on the medium. And we've got Ryan Edgecombe in 10th, obviously 4th place man in the last race. Then we have Slow Seamus in 11th position. We have Biggin now up to obviously 12th, must be on the racing mediums. Will RS in 13th position after his moment there, which is very unfortunate. Indeed, up we go, because we have got Hattalad now is pulling away from the Real Osman in 1st. The Real Osman's in 2nd, and we've got William John Lane in 3rd. Still coming under pressure from James Stevens in 4th position, but he has a bit of a moment. A brakes a bit too late, he runs a bit too deep, but Moz looking to capitalise as well in 5th position. Really get this move done. Let's go on board with Moz. Can he get it done? Looks to the left of William John Lane there, and he gets that move done for 4th position. Now he'll be looking to jump onto the back of James Stevens in 3rd position. Obviously, I think Hattalad now, he'll be in he might pull away. He has pulled away from Real Osman. The Real Osman at the moment is comfortable over James Stevens, but anything can happen. We've got Moz looking to the rear of James Stevens there. He's pulling to the left. He makes that move done. Yeah, very nice move there. He dies down, but no, James Stevens like, no, you're not having that. I'll just come back at you. Just pull in front of you. The Moz still in 4th. We've got William in 5th. We've got Pineapple Head in 6th. This is all going down in this race. Williams having a stonking race. Looks to the left of Moz. He didn't make that move state. He does. Very nice move indeed. Very, very, very nice move there. So Hattalad now is pulling away. Real Osman as well pulling away. James Stevens in 3rd. With these battling behind 4th, 5th and 6th. Obviously James Stevens can pull out a bit of a gap. So we've got William John Lane still being attacked by Moz. Will Moz look? No, he just backs out of that. He's like, no, I think better of that. So on board with Moz quickly. Look at the back of William John Lane. But don't forget, we've got Tom Holland behind in 6th, which is the Pineapple Head. Will Moz look to dive to the left? No, he just backs out of it. But William John Lane, bit late there on the brakes. Yeah, a bit late there on the brakes. So James Stevens in 4th, William John Lane in 3rd. He's like coming on through, whether like it or not. Hattalad in 1st, Real Osman in 2nd. Putting away now for William John Lane in 3rd. But James Stevens will want that 3rd position back off of William John Lane, as you could tell there. Oh, bit of what happened there? Let me go and have a look at that again from William's perspective there. James Stevens, William just touched the grass a little bit there. What happened there? He jinxed to the left, touch to the rear there. So out we go, because we have got Hattalad in 1st, the Real Osman in 2nd, Moz in 3rd, James Stevens in 3rd now. Moz and James Stevens battling it out. Obviously they battled it out in the Porsche Caymans in the last season. So we've got the Pineapple Head in 5th, we've got Jerry Smiles in 6th, we've got William John Lane in 7th, we've got Ryan Edgecombe in 8th, Slow Seamus in 9th, the Hammer Games in 10th, with Will RS in 11th, Will Sutters, Jason Grant in 12th, and Biggin in 13th position. Lap number 6, not long to go. Ryan Hatterlad 1.8 second lead. It's like what Moz done in the previous race. Pulled out that around about 2 second gap. So the real Osman in second, James Stephens in third, side by side with Moz there, as we can see on screen at the moment. Moz, will he get that move done? Will he get that move done for third position? Looks like he will. He pulls to the left. Yeah. James Stephens will be looking for the switch back there. No, just a bit back into the barrier, does he? No, he just stays out of it, which is very good. Hatterlad in first, still leading this race. The real Osman in second, Moz in third, and we have got the pineapple head, Tom Holland. He's looking to the back of James Stephens now. Moz is now putting out a little bit of a gap, but will pineapple head look to the left of James Stephens? No, he just backs out. But James Stephens looks for that. Whee! That was some moves there. A little bit of contact. Yeah. So we've got Moz, and obviously James Stephens has given that position back. Maybe he thought that was a bit wrong, you know. So he just dropped back and gave it back, which is very fair racing indeed. Good sportsmanship. The final lap of this race, Hatterlad in first. So we've still got these cars battling it out. Third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth. Oh, Joey Smiles there. Did you touch that car? Well, let's have a look with Joey Smiles. What happened there? Let's go on board with Joey Smiles. He's behind James Stephens, so he's in the slipstream. James Stephens got a slipstream, obviously, from Moz, who's in fourth. Just got his braking a bit wrong there, and he touched the back of James Stephens there, and yeah, he's unfortunately now to the rear of the grid. So the Hatterlad in first, 1.8 second gap now. The real Osman in second. So they pulled away from Moz, with Moz battling away with James Stephens. James Stephens allowing Moz back through. The pineapple head in fifth. William John Lane in sixth. Battling away there with Ryan Edgecombe. Will RS in eighth. Slow Seamus in ninth. Nick Hamgains in 10th. Joey Smiles in 11th. Bluefin in 12th. Biggin in 13th position. Reverse grid again, but we rolling start. Hatterlad. Obviously a bit of battling on his way through to get up to first position, but he's stayed there for a few laps now, and he's got a 1.6 second lead. The real Osman in second position. He stayed there throughout this race as well. Moz had he had to make his way through from last, obviously, to third, but he's done it. The pineapple head, and James Stephens again. He likes to do that move, doesn't he, James Stephens? He's like, yeah, it's coming on through, whether we like it or not. Yeah, let's have a look at that again. He likes doing that move. He likes diving. Yeah, it's coming on through there, That's a bit too far back there. So we need to go out to Ryan Hatterlad. I apologise for that. Ryan Hatterlad obviously got the win. I was looking at that replay. The real Osman in second. I can't believe I missed that. Apologies for that. Ryan Hatterlad in first. Real Osman in second. Moz in third. James Stephens in fourth. Pineapple Head in fifth. Ryan Edgecombe in sixth. William in seventh. Will RS in eighth. Slow Seamus in ninth. Hammergains in 10th. Joey Smiles in 11th. Biggin in 12th. Bluefin obviously in 13th position. Sorry about that. I was looking what happened with obviously that bit of a moment there from James Stephens, like yes, coming on through. But your Hatterlad is the winner of race number 5, round 2. Very good job indeed. So what I mean, these cars are so rapid, it's like quite difficult to keep up, but I'm doing it. I just missed that finish there. So Hatterlad, I do apologise, but well done on your win. Well done to the top 3, because we will go through final positions now. So your final positions were the Hatterlad, Ryan McVeigh in first, Real Osman in second, which is Gareth. Real Osman in second, Moz in third, James Stephens in fourth, Pineapple Head in fifth, Ryan Edgecombe in sixth, William in seventh, Will in eighth, so Seamus in ninth, Hammergains in 10th, Joey Smiles in 11th, Biggin in 12th, obviously Jason Grant in 13th position. Obviously a bit of a break now. And then we'll head on to obviously race number 6 of round 2. Sorry about the finish there. I did miss that. I do apologise to Ryan there. Obviously the top 3, the Real Osman and Moz. So I do apologise for that. I was just looking at a bit of a moment there. But yeah, very very good race indeed for the race number 5, round 2. While we're just sitting in the lobby for the minute, I'll just get a quick drink, and we're on to the final race of the evening. 5-minute break. Yes, yeah, 5 wide. I know. 5 wide. It's like, woo, wow, absolutely brilliant stuff there. So Will RS, he'll be looking for a win this race. He hasn't had a win this evening, so he will be looking for a win. Yeah, it's I'm loving it in a minute. Let me just quickly have a drink. I'll be right back. Thank you. Hope you're having a good evening. Anyway, hope you're having a good evening this evening. It's been great so far. This race, obviously this round so far, race number 5. It's just been brilliant. A brilliant show. Much respect to them all. That's all I got to say. Much respect to them all. Let's get a quick drink, and I'll be back with you now. Obviously, yeah, like I said, check us out on Facebook, check us out on YouTube, Sim Racing ESR. We have got 2 other streams ongoing, like I said before. We've got the Porsche Caymans on channel number 1. That's sponsored by BTCC Blueprints. That's with Andy Hoppers. And on channel number 1 as well, we've got a Mazda MX-5 Cup. That's hosted by Phil Wilson, but the commentary is done by the main man himself, Malcolm Argard, host of the most. The BTCC is sponsored by Showlawn Motorsport. I'm just a stand-in this evening. So yeah, like I said again, thank you for having me. And yeah, it's been a great evening of racing. Much, huge respect to them all. I do wonder how the other leagues are getting on as well, but in a few days' time we'll find out. Obviously, they each got their own stream, so we can have a look and see what went on. But yeah, Slow Seamus obviously leaves the room. Obviously, he's part of MRC. They got the Gran Turismo Touring Car Cup happening this evening, and hence why we start a little bit earlier as well, because myself and Nick, the Hammer Games, are currently in that league as well. But obviously, the plan up ahead as well. He'll be looking. Will RS, I think, for me, he will be looking for a win in his final race of the evening, because he hasn't had a win yet, and he does normally win a race per round, if not 2. So yeah, different kettle of fish in this season, but yeah, he's there. He's 3rd in the table at the minute. So yeah, obviously we got Moz. He's leading the championship. Hatsalad as well in 2nd. Obviously Will in 3rd. So yeah, it's brilliant showing. Bluefin, obviously Jason Grant as well. He wanted to put on a good show. Obviously he was leading the 2nd race, but he ran it a bit too deep, hit the gravel, and as soon as you're in that gravel, it takes a further than a day to get out of it. But let's see how he gets on as well. William John Lane, he had a good race in that 2nd race. Moz as well, he made his way up to the podium. Will Osman as well. Would he be looking for that win? They'll all want to win, and they'll all want to win. They all want to win. But Biggin as well, Andy White came 2nd in the 1st race. Obviously, anything can happen in racing. But yeah, not long to go now to the 3rd final race of the evening. Obviously next week you'll have Malcolm Argyle back. Yes. Yeah, I'm loving the comms. Obviously Sardegna, like the A, the B, the A2, the B2, they're only fictional tracks, and it's a little island in Italy. So GT Sport must go around or look online or whatever, or go to the actual place itself. I think, yeah, we could actually create a track out of that little island. I mean, to be honest with you, these are good tracks. You got obviously the A, and you've got different versions of this track, and they all are interesting. I mean, we've got other fictional tracks as well. I mean, it's just great what they do. I mean, fair play to them. Will RS there, currently sitting in 2nd in the practice timings. Hatalad obviously in 1st position. So yeah, it's down to the final race. You know what final races can bring. It can bring anything, to be honest with you. But also, like I said, I'm ESR Idol 4. I've got my own YouTube channel as well. Check that out as well, Idol 4 Gaming. But in the meantime, it's all about ESR this evening. Yeah, a couple minutes to go. I'll be back with you. So like I said, not long to go now. The third race. Always brings up surprises, it has done for a few seasons now. Currently watching Will, and obviously the Tom Holland ahead of him. Yeah, I think Will want to get a win. Currently done the fastest lap of the practice session, 140.824. So yeah, he'd be looking for it, you know. He'd be looking for it. Hattalad in second, obviously won the previous race, and we have Moz that won the first race of the evening. But yeah, anything goes in the British Touring Cars. Like I said, sponsored by Shell Lawn Motorsport. Yeah, it's obviously race number 3, as you've seen then, will be at, let me get that up for you, obviously I missed that chat, obviously 2036, best of luck everyone, best of luck indeed. Final race of the evening, like I said, thank you for having me everyone. I hope I've done okay for you. I know Malcolm's number 1 around in the ESR commentary team. Likewise Andy Hopley as well, Will has a bit of a moment there. So like I said, reverse grid, rolling start. So then it's not a grid start, they'll come rolling down, and in 3, 2, 1 the countdown, and they'll get off to the starts. Obviously we've got, I think Bluefin's at the front, he is. Biggin in second, Jerry Smiles, Nick the Hammer Gaines, Will RS, William, Edgy, pile up ahead, James Stevens, Moz, the Real Osman, Hattalad. And that's it. So yeah, here we are. Nice Michelin sign to your right, people watching, yeah, probably eating donuts and whatnot behind that banner there. But Bluefin gets him underway, rolling start, let's see what happens. Obviously a bit spaced out now, so I don't think it'll be too hectic as they go into the first turns, but to the rear it may. But Bluefin will get him away. 3, 2, 1, go, green light. Let's get underway for the final race of the evening, because Biggin will be looking to capitalise as well. Biggin gets him away, Jerry Smiles, let's see what's going on quickly. So they're quite spaced out for the minute, but we'll go back on board with Bluefin and see how he gets on. Biggin in second, he closes up on the braking there. So we have got Jerry Smiles in third, bit of a moment there coming out of that first turn. We've got Nick the Hammer Gaines in fourth, he'll be looking for an improvement as well. We've got Will RS in fifth, he wants to make a perfect start, quick as he can, just to get through the pack and see if he can get that win. Looks around the right at Nick the Hammer Gaines, he takes that fourth position off of Nick the Hammer Gaines. Now he's got Jerry Smiles ahead of him in third position. When he get that third position done, let's go down quickly. So we've obviously got William John Lane, Edgy, James Stevens, Moz, who made his way up as well. The Real Osman as well, the two best friends, 10th and 11th. Hattalad in 12th, we'd be looking to gain through as well. Bit of a squeeze there. Yeah, obviously free wide doesn't go in certain corners, but we've got Bluefin pulling out that gap now. Biggin in second, Joe Smiles in third. We've got Will RS, look down the left of Jerry Smiles. He wants that move done as quick as he can so he can quickly get through the pack. Does he make that mistake? Big contact there to the wall. Very nice racing indeed by both of them there. But we've got Nick the Hammer Gaines now. He's looking behind obviously Jerry Smiles. He wants that move as well. We've got obviously Ryan Edgy there, ran a bit wide. He's side by side there, just backs out a bit behind Jerry Smiles there. We've got William John Lane in sixth. We've got James Stevens in seventh. James Stevens looking for that move. Does he make it stick? He does. At sixth position, he makes that move on to William there. So we've got obviously the Moz as well. We've got the Real Osman as well. Yellow flag there. What has happened here? That was Biggin. Let's go back to Biggin. Let's have a look, see what happened to Biggin there. Biggin is currently sitting in 11th position. Let's see if we can pick that up, see what happened to him. Can we pick that up? Here he is, behind Bluefin there. Does he clip the grass? Oh, clips that barrier. Wasn't much, but it was enough just to spin him out. That was very, very unfortunate indeed. Up we go. So we have got Bluefin in third. We've got Jerry Smiles in second. We've got Will RS in third. He's flashing. Jerry Smiles says, oh, yeah, I'm going to put you off. I want that second position because first position, Jason Grant is getting away. And he wants to get past Jerry Smiles as quick as he can. So we've got James Stevens coming to the rear of Will RS as well. But Jerry Smiles is protecting every apex. But Will RS still wants that second position. Will he get it done? He's looking to the right. Will he get his move done? Side by side. Bit of door robbing there. But Jerry Smiles still sitting in third position. Just... oh, yeah, nice racing there. Nice racing indeed. I wanted a bit of contact, but it wasn't. Now, Will's up to second position. Be looking to get back to the back of, obviously, Jason Grant. Bluefin in first position. So we've got Jerry Smiles still wants that second position back. Keeping nice and clean. James Stevens coming up to the rear of, obviously, second and third now. We've got William in fifth. We've got Moz in sixth. Real Osman in seventh. Hattalad in eighth. Pineapple Head in ninth. Ryan Edgecombe in 10th. Biggin in 11th. Oh, Nick, what's happened again? I miss you again. What's happened to Nick again? Nick's fallen right back there. I won't be able to pick that up. It's a bit too long or a bit tight squirrel there from him. Struggling in this race, which is very unfortunate indeed. So we've got Bluefin in first now. He's putting in 1.3 second gap now over Will RS, but Will RS will be looking to close that gap as quick as he can. Jerry Smart still sitting in third. We've got James Stephen in fourth. We've got Moz in fifth. Will Osman in sixth. We've got Hatalad in seventh. William John Lane in eighth. Pineapple Head in ninth. We've got Biggin in 10th. We've got Ryan Edgecombe in 11th. Nick Hammergains, unfortunately, he's at the rear of the field in 12th position. Very unfortunate indeed. Bluefin now, he's putting out that gap, 1.5 second lead now, but will want to get back up to the back of Bluefin as quick as he can. We've got Gadaka cars here. We've got Joey Smiles in third. We've got James Stevens back down the left of Joey Smiles. Gets that move done. Very nice move indeed there. Very clean. Seen the gaps, but yes, coming through with a smile on his face. Joey Smiles now down to fourth position. Moz in fifth. The real Osman Hatalad almost free wide there. I won't say Malcolm's word there because it's not fair on him. Hatalad now up to fifth. Real Osman in seventh. We've got Moz in sixth. Yeah, it's all going on for this final race. Three laps in, 4 to go. Everything happening. Is Nick getting into the back at all? Slowly, not massively, but he is a little bit. Bluefin now 1.1 second lead. Will is closing that gap to first position. Second, obviously Will, like I said. Third is James Stevens. Fourth is Jerry Smiles. Hatalad in fifth. Moz in sixth. Real Osman knees are batting it out now. We've got a Hatalad. We've got Moz. We've got a real Osman batting away. And we've got James Stevens now second position. What is going on there? Let's see if we can pick that up there. Let's see if we get that move. See if we can pick up that move. He's there behind Will. Does he jink down the left again like what he has done on the previous races? Just looks down the left. He does indeed. He seems to like that move and he makes it stick. Oh, Will gives him the space. Very, very nice racing there from both of them indeed. Out we go because we have got Bluefin now 1.1 second lead. But Will is back at James Stevens there. Can we pick that up? Will's like, no, coming back through whether you like it or not. So he's there behind obviously James Stevens and he's looking, he's like, yeah, it's coming through. James Stevens, like, he's still ahead of it. He clips that wall, slows him down so Will RS can capitalise on that. And he clips that barrier as well. Or that yellow flag hit him in the face. With that steward hanging over. So we've got Bluefin. We've got these two still batting it out. Second and third. We've got Joey Smiles in the mix as well. So James Stevens, Will RS. Will doesn't need this. If Will wants to win, he doesn't need this. He just needs to get up there. But James wants to win as well. And we've got Bluefin. He's like, yeah, I'm just going away now. 1.5 second lead. I'll just run my own race. Do no errors. And yeah, James Stevens and Will RS still second and third. Joey Smiles in fourth. Hatalad in fifth, Moss in sixth, the real Osman in seventh, Biggin in eighth, Edgy in ninth, William in 10th, the Pineapple Head in 11th, Nick. Like I said, I feel for him at the minute. Very unfortunate indeed. He's in 12th. He's trying his best, bless him. But at the front we've got Bluefin 3 second lead now. So I mean we've got Hatalad now. What is going on? I need to go back and have a look at this quickly because we've got second. Will's made it in second. We've got James and we've got Hatalad. And Hatalad's looking down the right of Will. He's like, yes, coming through. They're three wide there. We've got James Stephen as well. Will RS, Hatalad. We've got Mods. We've got Jeremy Smiles there. He's looking. But I would go quick. Let's see what's going on because we have got these group of cars as well. James Stevens still going on. Hatalad in, obviously, in third. James Stevens runs it a bit deep there. He goes. So Hatalad now gains second position because of that. Will be sitting in the slipstream of Hatalad if he can and get that second position. All points matter to him. If he wants obviously to keep on track, try and get the 3 titles and only 2 rounds in. Got a way to go, but points matter. So we've got Joey Smiles in fourth. Moz, current championship leader in fifth. We've got the real Osman in sixth as well. James Stevens, he's looking for that move again, and he side by side. Nice racing there indeed. Oh, it's all going down. Unfortunately, to the rear, they're a bit spread out, but it's all going off. Bluefin's like, yes, hello, catch you if you can. You carry on fighting. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh and eighth. You carry on fighting because I'm just running my own race. I'm running my own race, and I've got a 3.5 second lead, and I could just run it comfortably. But you carry on. Hatalad is putting away a little bit from Will, but Will's a good racer, you know. There's no denying that. He's got mega pace, and he's currently sitting in third. We've got Moz in fourth, likewise mega pace. Joey Smiles showing pace. James Stevens, he's one of the Porsche Caymans. Will Osman as well, pace. Andy White, they all got mega pace in this league. This is why they're in Tier 1. So Bluefin, 3.2 second lead. Hattalad, Will RS behind him. Will Sutters in third, half a second gap between these two now. And we've got Moz in fourth. We've got James Stevens in fifth, with Joey Smiles behind. James Stevens just doesn't want to run it too wide onto that grass and click that barrier again, because it cost him, as we've seen on the previous laps. So out we go. So we've got Bluefin, 2.8 second gap now. As long as he keeps it on track, does no errors, he'll be fine. So we've got Hattalad in second, we've got Will RS in third, we've got Moz looking to the right of Will RS as they head down the start finish straight, side by side, still side by side. But Will's got he might have the line into this corner, but he just needs to keep it bang on. Oh, still side by side. Nice racing. Nice, clean, respectful racing from these two indeed. But Moz takes that third position over Will RS. Will Sutters, which is, you know, very good racing indeed by, you know, all of them. And obviously these two as well, side by side, giving each other space. Joey Smiles, the Will Osman now is in 7th. Biggin in 8th. Ryan Edgecombe in 9th. William in 10th. The Pineapple Head in 11th. And unfortunately, the founder of ESR, Nick the Hammer Games, to the rear in 12th position. Bluefin, 2.2 second lead now. Hattalad in second. He's took over a second out of Bluefin in first. But Moz in third. We've got Will RS in fourth. Moz now is pulling away a little bit from Will RS, which is unfortunate indeed. James Stevens in fifth, but we have got another lap to go. Anything can happen in racing. James Stevens, who likes to dive down the left, he seems to get that move done. Yeah, he seems to suss that move out. Fair play to him. Joey Smiles in sixth, Will Osman, Biggin, Ryan, William, Tom, and Nick. There we go, because we've got Bluefin, 1.8 second gap. So over a lap, that has been almost 2 seconds. Hattalad has took out of Bluefin, but now it's 2 seconds because obviously Hattalad had a bit of a slide on there. But Bluefin now heading to his final lap. We'll be looking to obviously do no errors, but behind we have got Hattalad and Moz batting out second and third. Moz wants that second position, but Hattalad will defend the apex onto the final lap of this race. Moz pulls to the right, Hattalad just defends it, but Moz will be looking for that cutback there. But no, Ryan Hattalad's still a bit too far in front, not massively, but he is in front, and there is a bit of a gap, but Moz is sitting there behind. Will RS in fourth. Any of these two do an error. Moz is now to the side of Hattalad. He's pulled to the left, but Ryan Hattalad will keep that second position. He does. He defends it. He runs Moz a little bit too wide there, which is that's what you do in racing, you know. You know, protect your apexes. So Hattalad and Moz still second and third. Moz, Hattalad. Will RS is still there as well. You know, any of these two do an error, he will just bounce. But Bluefin, man, a perfect race. 1.8 second gap. But Hattalad and Moz, with these two battling, it's helping Bluefin pull away. So we've got Hattalad in second, Moz in third, Will RS in fourth, James Stevens in fifth. We've got Will Osman in sixth, battling away with Joey Smiles. So Will Osman now up to sixth position. Very well done indeed. Ryan Edgecombe, William, Biggin, Pineapple Head and Nick. And out the front we go, because Bluefin now hasn't got too far to go. 1.6 second gap. We've got Hattalad and Moz still battling out second and third. Will Moz look to the left as they head round this section here, and they've got the final corner. This left-hander, Hattalad just runs it a bit wide there. Will Moz look down the left? Would he look down the left? No, he just backs out of it. Hattalad just protects that apex again, but we have got Bluefin currently sitting in first positions. Hattalad in second, Moz in third, Will RS in fourth, but Bluefin started this race in pole position, ran a perfect race, hasn't put a foot wrong. He's currently coming to cross the line in first position for the final race of the evening. Very well done indeed to you. Hattalad in second, Moz in third, side by side there as they cross the line. Will, very good job from you as well in fourth position. James Stevens in fifth, the Will Osman in sixth, Joe Smiles in seventh, Ryan Edgecombe in eighth. Ghosted must have a penalty. William in 9th, Biggin in 10th, and we have got the Pineapple Head Tom in 11th, and unfortunately Nick the Hammer Games in 12th position. Well done to Bluefin, watching Nick cross the line, obviously in 12th position, but well done to Bluefin, Hattalad and Moz and Will. Well done to them all. Great evening in the racing. Like I said, obviously thanks for having me. I'll go for the final points, just as, you know, just say thanks to the guys and thanks to the people that are watching as well. That was obviously races 4, 5 and 6 of round 2. Unfortunately, I won't be back next week. That'll be handed back over to Malcolm Margall. But we'll go through the final championship standings now. So, final championship standings are: we have got Bluefin in first position, Hattalad. So, Bluefin is Jason Grant. Hattalad Ryan McBay. Gareth Moz in third. I keep getting the Real Osman and Moz mixed up. Will RS in fourth. We've got James Stevens in fifth. The Real Osman in sixth. Jerry Smiles in seventh. Ryan S. Crewman in eighth. William in ninth. Biggin in 10th. Pineapple Head in 11th. Nick the Hammer Gaines in 12th. Fastest lap was Moz at 140.777. That was obviously round 2. Races 4, 5 and 6. I've been ESR Idol 4, streaming off ESR's YouTube channel. You all have a great evening. Yeah, Malcolm back next week. Thank you for having me. Obviously BTCC boys, appreciate that. Thank you. Great showing by all. Great showing. Top draw. Tier 1 is where it's at. But you all take care, and yeah, nice. Check me out next week on channel number 2 for the MX5. You all take care. I've been ESR Idol 4, Darren Baldwin. Thank you and good night.